Yeah, I watched BJ because I found her not on YouTube, but on an interview, like a media interview, a Reuters media interview back in the summer of 2021. And I took notes on like every word that came out of her mouth after the Britney Spears hearing. And I started following her because I was like, all right, this person seems like they know what they're talking about. And then, I was in law school at the time, basically, but subsequently had to leave law school. But my intention was always to return to law school, and my intention from the beginning with law school was to practice mental health law. So to have this young, amazing attorney, originally from Louisiana, breaking down all the information on the Britney Spears conservatorship, and then expanding to include other things like covering Bam Margera, Amanda Rabb, the Takali twins, and of course Lima Jefremovich. I was hooked because all of these issues are what made me take the steps to go to law school. Not at age 22 when most of my classmates started, but at age 50, and I'm about to turn 55. I'm still not finished law school. So, it was a huge step to take at that point in my life, and to see someone so much younger than me, so much smarter than me, so much prettier than me, so much more eloquent than I am, and who I could kind of look and see, well, maybe that's something my daughter can aspire to, since my daughter's a couple years younger than BJ. Maybe I can sort of, I don't know. I really don't know. I just know that finding her gave me hope, and that hope was well-founded because, coincidentally or not, after I found her, Britney Spears' conservatorship ended. Coincidentally or not, after I found her, I was motivated to get the highest possible score on the LSAT that I could, so I could go to a better law school than the one I had started at. I found such inspiration in her. And I don't like YouTube as a platform. I don't follow other YouTubers. In fact, the only other YouTubers that I did start following were when BJ was silenced. So I didn't like following Rabbit, but I did because I thought that was necessary. I didn't like following High Priestess Steph, but I thought that was necessary at the time. Certainly didn't like Simply Belle or any of these other people. It was a means to an end to affect change in a human rights issue that is very close to my soul. And it was also to fight for BJ's human rights, for BJ's constitutional rights to be able to speak out on these issues without being silenced by Lou Taylor, without being silenced by Brian Kuchar, without being silenced by Lima Jefremovich. And then for me, it became without being silenced by Casey Fowler, who filed a bogus restraining order against me, which was allowed because I had no attorney to represent me. I am not an attorney. I only finished 20 credits of law school, and law school takes 90 credits to finish. So there's no way I was qualified to represent myself. And even if I was, people still tend to lose when they're representing themselves. So, especially when the other person is physically present in the courtroom and you're 3,000 miles away, of course the judge is going to rule in favor of whoever came and showed up in their courtroom. I mean, that's not brain surgery, okay? That's not a fair win that C-Files keeps claiming that he has against me. And all that restraining order says is that I can't come within however many feet of him, which I never have been as far as I know. But what really scared me is that this Ray Reality, she apparently is very close by and claims maybe that she came to my town yesterday or something. I mean, that's very disturbing. And this is what I was afraid of back in November, when all these threats started coming down, and when Lori told me to report them to law enforcement, which I did, but now it's her and her friends that I'm reporting now, because she's the one who opened the door telling me I needed to report all these other people. Well, now all those other people are jumping on your bandwagon. It's bizarre, Lori Fabre. It's bizarre. But yeah, I mean, and the other thing Ray kept saying last night on her stupid stream was, Bonnie, BJ doesn't care about you. BJ doesn't care about anybody. I don't need BJ to care about me. That's a very, you're telling on yourself, Ray, that you think, some media personality should care about anyone. No. They should care about getting the story out, and they should care about presenting that story in such a way that they're going to A, be able to sustain themselves, and B, continue to produce such stories that have that kind of an impact. I mean, my background's in journalism. Nothing about my journalism degree said to me, you need to care about your audience, or you need to interact with your audience. That's not what this is about for me. But apparently it's what it's about for Simply Belle and Nola Lola and Ray Reality and Little Mama and all these people who really seem to think that they matter. You don't matter. You're a joke. You're a clown. You're a fool. People gawk at you because you're a clown. I mean, somebody sent me a picture of you in clown makeup today. Like, you're literally a clown. So, and so is Seafiles. I mean, he literally wears clown makeup. Like, you complain about BJ wearing puffballs, even though she has a law degree. Once you earn a law degree from Penn, I think you can dress however the hell you want, okay? And so, sorry, there's landscapers outside, so I'm going to wrap this up. But yeah, I don't expect BJ to ever acknowledge me. She's the first one to say, she doesn't work for me. She doesn't work for you. She doesn't work for anybody. She's serving her divine purpose. And I'm serving my divine purpose. And today my divine purpose is to say, Lori Fabre and anyone who associates with her, calls her a friend, you are so far from a divine purpose. It's like the opposite. You're creating diabolical situations that are only just going to come back on you, because those of us who are protected by, actual faith and actual truth and actual integrity, we don't need to worry about your nonsense that you create, Lori Fabre. So that's all. Bye now.